Hello. I'm going to talk about something on this long and dreary morning drive that has been kind of bothering me lately. As we get closer to the 2016 election, I noticed the extreme polarization, and it's ridiculous. I'm sick of it. But instead of just going off on a long rant in general, I'm going to talk about something specific. I'm going to talk about the claim that government does no good. I'm so sick of hearing this. I'm fed up with it. And don't get me wrong, corporations do a lot of good. I'm not anti-corporate at all. There's a lot of even large corporations that I really like Target, Speedway, Tim Hortons. I love me some Tim Hortons. But government is not bad, okay? Government, if it wasn't for government, you wouldn't have a lot of the things you have. For example, I love how people get on the internet and rail against government. Well, the internet was started as a government project, okay? Authorized by Eisenhower, the same guy responsible for the interstate system. He started a team called ARPA, and ARPA developed something called the ARPANET. And basically what this was so the supercomputers throughout the country could talk to each other in case one of them went down in a nuclear attack. All right, that's in a nutshell how the internet got started. Now, later in the late 80s, early 90s, corporations would come and pick it up. Some of you may remember Prodigy. And then there was AOL. Okay, so the government started the internet and corporate America developed it. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? All right, but you need government sometimes to pave the way, okay? There's just some things that are so expensive and take so long to do that there's no way a corporation is going to invest the time and money to develop it, okay? Because corporations don't function like the government. The government works off, well, taxpayer dollars, okay? Corporations work off of profit, and they have things like stock, which if it goes down even a little bit, people bail, okay? Government doesn't have that problem, all right? And just like with, I'm also a big fan of SpaceX. I'll just use this example. Okay, let's take space exploration and mining as an example. If a company wanted to, okay, they could invest a couple $1 trillion over the next 30 to 40 years and basically own the mineral and mining rights to the moon and asteroids, all right? And they would be the most powerful corporation on the planet. But here's the problem. No corporation is going to invest $2 trillion for a return that's not going to happen for 30 to 40 years, all right? That's where government steps in, all right? That's why we send probes to the moon, to asteroids, to Mars. It's so that the foundation, the groundwork can be laid for corporations to eventually pick it up and take it over and become profitable off of it, okay? So government does work. Yeah, some parts of it are broken, but that's the fault of the politicians, all right? In the past 30 years, it's become this extreme polarization, this black and white concept. And I don't know about you, but I became an adult over a quarter of a century ago, and I'm not naive enough to think that the world works in black and white, okay? And it's actually our fault, the voters in America, okay, for the way this is, because we keep electing the same douche canoes whose solution to fixing government is to break it. And when you do that, you get a broken government, okay? Now, it's if you want to change things, if you want politicians in office who are actually going to do something, you need to be proactive in your government, okay? It's your government. So if it doesn't work, it's your fault, all right? You need to run for office or be a precinct, what are they called? Precinct chairman, I think. You just do something. Get the vote out. Anything. Don't just sit there and get on the internet, a government program, and rail about how the government sucks. Okay? It's just, it doesn't make any sense, people. All right, that's my end. That's the end of my rant. Oh, and one quick thing. Windmills.